have 2 lifts left to go. Early days in the snatch with the clean and jerk still to come, Michaela, but a very exciting opening set of lifts.
Yes, it is. I wouldn't rule out some of the other lifters who have already finished the snatch. They have posted very high clean and jerks, so it could turn into be yet another interesting competition.
Now, this is the man who has just had the lead taken away from him. This is Bunyami Cesar. Now, Cesar from Turkey, 25 years of age, 2012 European champion, is looking to lift 135. He's got a PB of 142. That was some years ago. But again, he looked very confident in his first lift of the 3 of 131 kilos. This to take the lead back.
Oh, very aggressive lifting there. Controlled, focused aggression. And that 135 now does edge himself closer to his personal best. As you said, a 142, that was set back in 2012 when he won the European title. Missed last year's Europeans. Great speed underneath the bar. Fully committed all the way there. That's the perfect example of power, combination of speed and strength.
Just what he needed, going back into top position. Now let's take a look at Chadovic. Again with a PB of 134. Now, Chadovic here, he's gone 128, 131, now hoping to lift 135. And Stanislaw Chadovic for Belarus. Not only a PB, but will go into top position if this is a successful lift.
Well, a little soft in the receiving position, but my goodness, is he strong.
Gets the 3 white dots, all clear from the jury and referees, and Chadovic goes into top position, and what a way to take the lead with a personal best.
Superb lifting, great extension, didn't sit back on it, which is good. Bar moves very close to the body. See the coach is trying to lift it with him.
So back to the Bulgarian, this is Filev, Ivalo Filev, 133, successful in his first lift, now raises it by 3 kilos to take it to 136 to go into top position. This is only his second lift. That game plan of putting in the highest weight for his first lift has given him the opportunity to watch the rest of Europe's best. This to take the lead back for Bulgaria.
A little short on the extension. As a result, caught it in front, had to take a step forwards to steady himself. But another solid lift.
And he gets the all clear and a new leader. Setting the mark now at 136 kilograms. He's getting closer to his PB of 138. He may need to lift 138 to secure top position in the snatch division here. But this is brilliant work from the Bulgarian. He hasn't done anything wrong so far.
No, and he's a tall lifter, but if you look at the proportions, he's got a long back, short arms and legs. That's ideal leverage for a good weightlifter.
Well, confirming the form of the World Championships of last year, where the Bulgarian Filev took the bronze. Looking to add a European title here in Israel today to that impressive performance of last year. 26-year-old Bulgarian, still with 1 more lift to go. This is the man that he's up against. Bunyami Cesar from Turkey. Now, interesting to note that Cesar is going for 137, just 1 kilo higher than the Bulgarian had just lifted. And most importantly, with a PB of 142, the 2012 European champion has got to make this count to put the pressure on the Bulgarian. Guaranteed a medal, but this is for gold. Oh no! No lift for Bunyami Cesar. He'll have to keep the 135 and the silver medal position. Now there is one lift left for Filev, Michaela. Let's talk us through where it went wrong.
From my opinion, he bent his arms way too early there. As soon as the arms come in, the legs cannot be fully effective. He lost a couple of inches there, trying to get the bar overhead. That's a shame.
So Filev has done enough with his 136 to take the individual gold of the snatch, but now he's looking to successfully lift 137 to put himself in an even stronger position going into part 2, the clean and jerk.
Yeah, no time for complacency here. While he has the largest starting weight for the clean and jerk, you never know what the other lifters are going to do. They could increase it at the last minute, so every kilo is important.
He's already taken the gold in the snatch, but this is part of his game plan to take clean and jerk gold and the overall European title in this weight division. Oh, it's not there. Well, that keeps this competition well and truly alive, but congratulations to Filev. A no lift in his third and final attempt, and looking to try and lift 137, but he still takes the individual gold.
Yeah, just yanked that a bit as it came off the floor, pulled him onto his toes. That was a lift that was lost before the bar even got to his knees. What a shame.
So confirmation.
We've got a good range of lifters from youth to experience.
And it looks like Gegeli Suki for Hungary will be the first lifter to the stage in clean and jerk. He is attempting a 145. I note from our biographies before the competition, Michaela, that he's going straight in at his PB here, an indication of the quality of competition tonight. But for this former European junior champion medalist, he's putting himself under a lot of pressure to kickstart the evening.
Yeah, he's only 21 years of age, and you've got to remember at this age, between the age of about 18 and 20, 21, these young men will be growing and developing very quickly. So this is where the biggest gains are had. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's had a good few kilos more than this in training.
First of 3 lifts. Watch the clock. He's got to get it away before it goes down to 0 seconds. Well done, good lad. I'm so pleased that he's got that away. Let's just wait for confirmation there. You see the 3 white dots. No problems from any of the jury or referees. And that's a great start for the youngster to lift his PB in his first.
It is. The clean was very strong. The jerk, not so good. Attempting a power jerk there. Why a power jerk? Why not a split jerk? Could be a number of reasons, maybe knee injury. But basically most lifters do the split jerk because they can lift more. They don't have to drive the bar quite so high. This is a bit more technical. You've got to make sure you're dipping and driving straight for that bar to land overhead. There's no room for error. Lovely and straight in that position. Even then, he still had to take a tiny step. If that's a fraction out, he's going to miss it.
Well, Ion Turner is next to lift, the Moldovan, with some impressive results in the junior ranks. 3rd in the 2012 and 2013 European Junior Championships. This is his first major senior competition. He's got a PB of 155, opting to come into the clean and jerk competition at 148 kilos. Now, he's just seen one of his junior competitors of years gone by, Gegeli of Hungary, lift 145. Let's see if Ion can lift 148 here to get his competition off to the perfect start. And another youngster making his senior debut here at the European Championships gets off to a great start with a 148, Michaela. I'm impressed by the youngsters so far tonight.
Yes, I am too. The leg strength he's demonstrated there. No movement of the knees as he stood up. That's fantastic strength. Driving the bar to arm's length. Has to work a little bit harder than he may have liked. You can see the shoulder flexibility that he demonstrates. Absolutely awesome there. Right, the bar is right back through his ears.
Now let's take a look at Bunyami Cesar of Turkey. Now, Bunyami's already claimed a silver medal in the snatch opening round and division of this competition. He's opting to start his campaign at 150. 159 is his PB. He's got some form. European champion from 2012, a competitor at the 2012 London Olympic Games. But there have been some big weights set by his competitors in this clean and jerk. He will need to be successful here, and he'll need to move up in pretty big denominations if he's to get into the medals for a second time today.
That doesn't count as an adjustment. That's him just moving the bar off his windpipe. Very short on the drive, had to drop very low to receive that bar. He looks to me like he's carrying a bit of a niggle there. He doesn't look too happy. This is another prime example of why there is a 15-minute break between the snatch and clean and jerk. He was one of the last lifters out on the snatch and one of the first out in the clean and jerk. So he's only had 12-15 minutes to get himself together and warm up.
Seems to be limping ever so slightly on the right knee as well, Michaela. Well, let's get back to the youngster, Gegeli Suki from Hungary. His second lift of 150 takes Suki 5 kilos past his PB. Another successful junior lifter. Delighted to be in the top flight in his first major senior competition. And if he can keep this kind of flow going, raising the bar by 5 kilos from his opener, he'll be very happy with his work here tonight.
Yes, this is a big challenge now, stepping up onto the senior stage. Here we go, just dip slightly forwards. You cannot recover from that. If you're attempting a power jerk, that's a real shame. Really quick on the clean, great leg extension. Unable to drive that bar quite high enough, needed to sit in a bit deeper.
Well, quite possibly Suki will opt for that 150 in his third and final lift of the evening here in Tel Aviv. Now the coaches do have the option, almost a team competition. 3 coaches, 1 in the warm-up, 1 watching the scoreboard, and possibly another figuring out the tactical play.
Well, it's very important in the warm-up room to make sure that you know exactly what's going on. Obviously, as you said, 1 coach to work with the athlete. 1 coach will stay pretty much by the scoreboard and just keep an eye on what the other athletes are doing, what the other coaches are doing in terms of any changes to be made, because these guys will be trying to time their warm-up to perfection so that literally 2 minutes before they are called onto the platform, they will take their final warm-up attempt. They start on the empty bar, they keep building up the weights until they reach a weight that's just below the weight they want to start on. And it's down to the coaches to make sure they get the timing right. And if they miss 1 slight change on the scoreboard, then it could be disaster.
Well, the reason why there's a slight delay is because Suki, who just